I woke up early this morning. The sun was shining, and the birds were singing outside my window. I looked at my small apartment and thought, this is my new home. It feels exciting, but also a little scary. I have a list of things to do today. I need to find food, take a walk, and meet new people. With this thought, I put on my jacket, grabbed my bag, and opened the door. The city waited for me outside, full of people, streets, and sounds. My first day is beginning, and I am ready to face it with courage and curiosity. As I stepped onto the street, I noticed the tall buildings all around me. People were walking fast, talking on phones, carrying bags, and enjoying the sunny day. The city felt alive, and I wanted to explore everything. I started walking slowly, looking at the shops, the cafes, and the parks. I repeated the new words quietly to myself. Street, building, people, park, shop. I passed a small park. Children were playing, and dogs were running around. A man was jogging, and a woman was sitting on a bench reading a book. I said quietly to myself, "Hello, dog." "Hello, children." Practicing simple greetings helps me feel less nervous. Even small words make a difference. Next, I saw a grocery store and a cafe. I wanted to go inside, but I hesitated. What do I say? I asked myself. My stomach was hungry, and I knew I had to try. Learning English means speaking, even if it's not perfect. I reminded myself, one step at a time. You can ask for help. I continued walking and noticed street signs, buses, and advertisements. I read the signs slowly, repeating the words bus, street, stop, park, coffee. Seeing words in real life helps me remember them. Every new word is a small victory. I felt a little more confident with each step. The city seemed less scary now. I practiced simple sentences with myself. Hello, how are you? I like this park. Can I go there? Repeating these sentences made me feel ready for the next challenge. Finding food and talking to real people. I knew that soon I would face my first real conversation in English. I walked slowly toward the cafe. My stomach was growling. I felt nervous. How do I order coffee or food in English? I looked at the menu through the window, and I recognized a few words. Coffee, tea, sandwich. That was a good start. I took a deep breath and opened the door. The bell rang. A friendly voice said, "Hello." I felt a little shy, but smiled and said, "Hello." The voice replied with a big smile. "Welcome. Can I help you?" I heard this sentence clearly. Can I help you? I repeated it in my head. It means someone wants to assist me. I nodded and said slowly, "Yes." "Can I have a coffee, please?" The person behind the counter smiled. "Of course. What kind of coffee do you want?" I hesitated for a moment. I didn't know all the words yet. I remembered simple options. Black, milk, sugar. I chose slowly. "Black, please." The server nodded and started making my coffee. I realized something important. I had just used English to ask for something. I repeated in my mind. "Can I have a coffee, please?" This sentence is very useful in cafes, restaurants, and even stores. I felt proud. Small sentences can help us communicate. While waiting, I looked around the cafe. People were talking, drinking coffee, and smiling. I repeated greetings quietly. "Hello. Thank you. Please." Each word helped me feel more comfortable. Learning English is not about speaking perfectly, it's about trying and practicing. Finally, my coffee was ready. I said, "Thank you." The server smiled and said, "You're welcome." I felt a little braver. I had faced my first challenge in a new city. Ordering coffee may seem small, but for me, it was a big step. I sat at a small table near the window. I wanted to practice more sentences while drinking my coffee. I looked at the menu again and said quietly to myself, "Can I have a sandwich, please?" Practicing these sentences in my mind helps me remember them. A friendly man at the next table noticed me practicing. He said slowly, "Hello. Are you new here?" I nodded and replied, "Yes. I moved today." He smiled. Welcome. Do you like the city? I took a moment and said, yes, it's big and beautiful. We continued a small conversation. I learned simple sentences. Where are you from? I am from, and nice to meet you. Every sentence repeated helps me remember words and feel more confident. You can repeat these sentences too. Hello, are you new here? Yes, I moved today. Nice to meet you. Later, the server came back. I asked for a sandwich. Can I have a sandwich? Please? She repeated slowly. Of course. What kind of sandwich do you want? I pointed at the menu. This one, please. Using pointing and simple words works perfectly. Don't worry about mistakes. We practiced more sentences. I learned, I like coffee, I like sandwiches, and can I have water, please? I repeated each sentence slowly and clearly. You can do it too. The more you repeat, the easier English becomes. Finally, I felt relaxed. Talking to real people is not scary. I understood that using simple sentences is enough to communicate. Small steps build confidence, and every word I say makes me braver. While leaving the cafe, I thought about what I did well and what I could improve. I remembered forgetting please one time. I remembered hesitating too long before choosing coffee. These small mistakes are normal. Everyone makes mistakes when learning English. I realized mistakes are opportunities to learn. Next time, I can speak faster and use please every time. I can try to use more sentences like, can I have a sandwich and coffee, please? Practicing helps me remember. I also remembered to repeat words quietly after speaking. It helps me remember the pronunciation. For example, coffee, sandwich, please, thank you. Small repetitions make a big difference. You can do the same at home. Learning from mistakes is important. You don't need perfect English. You just need to try, repeat, and remember. Each attempt is a success. I felt proud of my first day, even with small errors. At the end of the day, I walked back to my apartment. I felt tired but happy. I had explored the city, talked to people, and ordered food in English. My first day was full of small victories. I reflected on what I learned. Simple sentences like, can I have, greetings like hello, and polite words like please and thank you are enough to communicate. Every small step is important. I also felt motivated. Learning English is not about perfection. It's about courage, practice, and curiosity. Tomorrow, I will continue exploring the city, meeting new people, and learning new words. Every day is an opportunity to practice English and grow my confidence.